if you don't have a baseline, like I said, all is not lost. There are certain actions that people do that are pretty consistent during deception. The actions we're going to look at are covering up, evasion, touching, stalling, and negative actions. The first is covering up. Think of it as the hear no evil, see no evil. We've all seen the pictures of those three monkeys. They're covering up parts of the face that may be indicative of what their deception is based on. Aversion or evasion are going to be closed gestures. Their arms are going to be crossed, legs, hidden palms. They're going to look away and have poor eye contact. They may lean away from you when they're talking. They may point toward the door or the exit because they'd rather be toward the door or the exit than talking to you. They may laugh at your questions. And the laughter is to make you think the question's absurd. It's to bring you down a little bit because no one likes to look dumb. So if they make you think that you're dumb by the questions you're asking, their thought is you may stop asking the questions. Like in this question, the person is leaning away. When they're talking to you, they've leaned away. They're trying to get away from you. It's a subconscious way to get away from you. This person, while the quality is not great on the picture, it's a person laughing at the officers. Every question they asked, the person laughed. They pointed away. You can see his body language. He's pointed towards somewhere else. Touching. Excessive touching shows a higher level of stress. When you see people fidget and touch and scratch, think of it as a teapot. When you put the teapot on the stove and the water starts to boil, it whistles. The whistle is the steam letting go. Now, if you plug your finger over that hole where the whistle's coming out, in a couple minutes the teapot's going to explode because it's built up the pressure. That whistle is like someone scratching. You're relieving the stress just enough to keep the teapot from not exploding. Now, the most common areas that people touch are going to be the face. Why? Because the face is so accessible. The most common stress indicator is going to be the nose, when people play with their nose. Some people may do it common. You know this from their baseline, or that you just may see more indicators. You may see scratching, touching. It doesn't have to be a scratch. It can be a touch. It could be primping. It could be touching things. It'll be outside the baseline. Liars will generally avoid touching the chest or upper abdomen area. There's a lot of theories on this, mostly I think because the chest, when you do this, when you put your hand on your chest when you're talking to someone, it's a sincere gesture. It's either sincere or like a show of honor or courage. Liars may generally avoid touching that area just because of that. What they're doing is not sincere, honorable, or showing any courage, and they know it deep inside. Touching the face, like I said, is the most common. Touching the nose is the most stress-sensitive place on the body. The mouth, touching the mouth or the area around the mouth could be an attempt to cover the lie from coming out. You ever watched a 2-year-old when they told a lie or said something they shouldn't have? What do? They cover their mouth. Adults do the same thing. Adults show a lot of the same types of body language. They're just muted because it's not socially acceptable to have those type of gestures as an adult. The eyes. Touching or covering the eyes should be an aversion. I didn't see what you're talking about. You got to look at, does the part they're touching match up to what they're trying to tell you or not tell you? As you can see from this picture, the guy's covering his face as he's talking to you. Now, different stalling techniques. When someone's trying to stall from you, there are several techniques that are frequent and used to stall questions, to slow down progress. A lot of times they're doing this to be able to plan their answer better. Here's a list of the things that you're going to see. Licking the lips, drinking, clearing the throat. It goes on and on. I'm going to show you some examples after this. But not only these examples, but anything that's designed to slow down progress is going to be something that you want to look into. Why are they trying to slow down progress? Is it legitimate, or are they trying to think of an answer? This picture is a person that kept moving a chair during the interview. Every time a question was answered, he'd readjust the chair because it wasn't comfortable enough anymore. Negative actions. Depending on the situation, the subject may show distancing gestures. Distancing gestures are going to be, whoa, get back. Annoyance and anger gestures and attitude. Relaxed and ignoring gestures when you talk, but more focused when they talk. An example of this could be what they're trying to do is they're going to be angry and annoyed when you're talking, probably to get you to be quiet. They're showing negative emotions to make you think that you're doing something wrong. But when they talk, they're going to be very much engaged in what they have to say and not care what you have to say. They're trying to show you dominance and take control of the situation. Summing it up, you want to look for differences in the baseline behavior, if you have it. Look for reasons for the body language. Like I said, look harder at everything that you look at. And is the entire body saying the same thing? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a video of some emotions, of some examples to these emotions, of examples of all these actions that I've showed you.